So as you can see that today we are sitting quite close up to the camera because I want you guys to see how the products are actually looking on my skin for real. When I place the camera a little too far, it's kind of blurry and out of focus. The first step for going before I go into any sort of makeup product is to prep your skin. Now I believe that during the summers, because you will be going out and you will be probably sweating and your face will probably sweat. I have a combination skin type, so, and on top of that I also sweat, like my face sweats a lot under the mask also. I try to keep my moisturizer a very light one, so for that I like to use the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenish hydrator. Can you see how watery and gel like texture this has? It's a very lightweight moisturizer and it's perfect for people who have sensitive skin. It's meant for people with oily, acne prone and sensitive skin, and that's the reason even though I have like combination skin, but sometimes I do tend to break out. I don't know why, maybe because of my PCOD or something. Here is how my skin looks after applying this moisturizer. It's so cooling. It has a very cooling sensation after you apply it and makes your skin look so refreshed. I love this moisturizer. Trust me. You can go in with the Neutrogena Hydro Gel Water Boost Moisturizer also, totally. But it just doesn't work for me because I think that one is a little bit less hydrating than the Clinique one. If you have less drier skin than me, then you can totally go with it. The next step will be to prep my lips because two of the most driest parts of my body are, one, lips, and the second, my hands. So I'm gonna prep those because I'm feeling uncomfortable now. I'm gonna apply first a lip balm, which is the Neutrogena Lip Moisturizer Norwegian formula. I've been trying this for the last 1 month, I guess. This is kind of one of the best clear lip formula that you can get. So I have applied a lot of clear lip balms before, and even though now on top of that I'm gonna be using the Laneige lip sleeping mask. Why I'm doing this is because this mask doesn't really work like a good lip balm for me. So I'm gonna moisturize my hands with the Nykaa rose and white musk hand and nail cream. Like I have applied once but I forgot to like observe कि कब तक ये last कर रहा है. This is what it looks like. So my hands are moisturized. Don't worry, it's not going to be slippery. It's going to absorb. Like give it 2-3 minutes for your skin, your lips and your hands. The ideal step after this would be to apply a sunscreen. But since it's night time and when I'm filming, it's pointless to apply a sunscreen right now. So I'm skipping that step. But if you are following this tutorial, do not skip on your sunscreen, please. Now the step which I'm gonna do is kind of like the most important step for me because I love it, how magically it works for making sure that my makeup not only lasts long but at the same time my face doesn't look excessively greasy. So I recently started using this Benefit Professional primer. I spoke about it I think previously in a Nykaa haul, and I just simply love this primer, guys. I will show you why. So once you apply this, it instantly can you see how nicely it blurred out my skin and actually filled my pores also? Like the pores you can't probably see, but the blurring effect is absolutely evident. This side still looking really shiny, this side not that much, and honestly it's also a little bit tinted, so it has probably also color corrected my skin very slightly. So if you are not a foundation or concealer person, you can also just apply this primer and you will be good to go. Yeah, it's a bit expensive because in general makeup is pretty expensive. I have no idea why. I also wish that makeup wasn't this expensive, but we can't really control a lot of things. Even though we are going for a dewy kind of a base, we need to make sure that our face is actually looking dewy and not oily or greasy. There's a difference between the two, and we need to make sure that we are not crossing that subtle line over here, and that's why this priming step is extremely important. And big surprise, I have a new foundation to try out today. I will be using the K-Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Yes, I am in the shade 155Y, which is tan. Overall, I was really excited to to just get this and try this on, because K-beauty products are actually good, like really really good. It's not overhyped, or it's not something that people are just saying for the sake of it. I buy K-beauty products on myself. I've never received a PR of K-beauty, and I simply love K-beauty products, trust me. And I'm going to apply it with a brush, because I've been seeing a lot of professional makeup artists use only brush for buffing their foundation, and I just want to try that technique. And this is going to be kind of my first impression as well, because I have never used this foundation before. And I am all for a hydrating foundation. I have a lot of matte foundation, so let's just try applying this, and hopefully not. I love the application, but I want to wait for like a few seconds and see if it is drying out as matte or not. I love how dewy this is looking. Okay, so far I can see that the coverage is not extremely high, and that's exactly what I love for an everyday makeup look, especially during the summers. I want a hydrating foundation that will nourish my skin, that will not look too cakey and not look too dry and matte on my face. And this is the perfect foundation for this tutorial, guys. If you have, like, I'm not saying go and buy a K-beauty foundation, but if you have a hydrating foundation, do go for it. So this is the side without my foundation, and this is the side with my foundation. And as you can see that the finish, just wow. One problem I'm noticing with this foundation is probably because it is this dewy and hydrating, is that this foundation kind of gets absorbed a little too much on the brush. And let me just apply it with the finger once and see how it is performing. Like, I want to cover up some zits. Okay. Not able to blend very well with my fingers, so we'll go in with the brush. I'm totally obsessed with how the skin is looking right now after this foundation. I'm not gonna apply a concealer today, by the way. Concealers are much more thicker in consistency, so it just looks a lot more heavier on your skin in real life. Here is another trick that I learned last year to make sure that your makeup lasts long and is well put together in place. Before going in with any other product after foundation, I want to apply a setting spray, because the setting spray actually makes your makeup stay in place and not move. And if you go for a dewy setting spray, that's even more of a blessing on top of a dewy foundation. Don't worry, if you apply a setting spray, your makeup is not gonna crease or move, and that's the reason I have been applying setting spray right on top of my foundation before going on with any other product. So this, by the way, is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. You need to give it some time to just get quickly absorbed and set your products in place. So today I'm going to use the K-beauty translucent powder only. I got it months back, like it's been like more than 5 months that I have been using it, and I have been loving this. I can't explain how good this is. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply it with my finger itself, no brush, no sponge, and I'm just going to apply it on the areas where I tend to actually get a lot of creases. Okay. Our base is all set in the right place, and trust me, even in real life it looks so good. Time for some blush that is going to help me and my cheeks look really flushed and youthful. So I'm going to be using the Tinted Lippy. Again, we are going for a cream kind of base and not too much of powder, because the more you use powdery products, the cakier your look is gonna get over time. So try to stick to cream based products, and trust me, if you can actually pull off the whole look properly, then it's not gonna look excessively oily. And with all the tips that I have given, like the powder application, the primer, that primer is magical, and with the setting spray, trust me, your makeup is not gonna bust. This is the Earth Rhythm Pocket, yeah, Pocket Tinted Lippy, and this is what the color looks like. This has SPF 30 and my shade is called Ahoy There. I don't personally like it on my lips but on my cheeks. So I'm gonna apply this, and this is exactly what I do most of the time. So as you can see that I don't really drag it just to the apple of my cheeks. I would rather take it on my cheekbone. That's what I have been doing forever. I do this technique called strobing. So when you apply the blush like this way on the highest points of your cheek where you would usually apply a highlighter, your face looks more lifted and a little bit more sculpted. Bronzing it this way just makes my face look more in the heart shape direction and not more like a potato. I also have a pretty big forehead, so I'm gonna need bronzing there. And I think this is the only powder product which we are using. I think this particular tint is not really staying on my nose very well because again that's a really oily place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a matte lipstick. Just give me a minute. We're gonna move on to highlighting. Now with a base like this, you really don't need an extra highlighter because it's already glowing with so many dewy, creamy products. But I would still like to go in with a little bit of highlighter because the highlighter particle का जो shine है, that lasts you longer than the creaminess or the hydrating part of your summer makeup. So I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild stick highlighter. Okay, I got this one from Mansi Mouse recommendation. She used to love this. I'm also gonna take this on my brush because I don't want the highlighter to actually be very obvious, you know. See, it's a very subtle highlight and it's perfect for this look for the summers. Like you can't even tell there is a highlighting product because this is so creamy. I love this highlighter. I'm a liner girl and I any day would pick up liners over eyeshadows or mascaras or anything. First I'm going to line my lips with the Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner. This is a brown color and I think my shade's name is Rich Chocolate 120. Okay, now you can stop here, but since I have come this far and it was like an overall dewy look, I want to do a little bit more to the lips. What I'm going to do is apply a gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. And that is it for today's tutorial, you guys. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you soon in my next one.